color correcting step by step the Demi yellow for the dark areas under my eyes. I just apply very lightly, tap in. And I also have several areas of melasma, age spots, sun damage. I picked up this camo from Elf in orange, but it was too dark for me. So I am mixing it with my Thrive concealer to make a peachy color. I mixed it with my Seint Sandy highlight the other day, and that worked. But I wanted to try it with that Thrive concealer that I never use and see what would happen with that too. So I'm just mixing it with my brush, and I'm going to apply it to these dark melasma areas and see if it works. I have a lot of sun damage on my forehead. Of course, that was just some little freckles there that stand out, and that area right there is melasma that is probably the darkest one on my face. And I have the most trouble finding a color corrector for it. So I'm dipping into the sandy as well because it needs to have a little more pigmentation. Blending it on my hand like an artist. It's just easy right there. And I'm going to tap into that, and it really worked. So I'm pleased with my finding something that would work for those colors. I did have some Demi colors that I tried and just couldn't seem to find the right hue. So this is the closest I've gotten so far along my color correcting journey. And it's not something that stresses me out. I don't feel like I've got to color correct every little area, but I thought I would do a tutorial today showing you some of my major issues and what I've found that works so far. I also have a lot of redness. A lot of it is from just aging and sun damage. Not sure if I have rosacea. I've never been told that, but could be. Some of it is radiation damage to my skin along my neck, as you will see in just a minute. I have found something at the drugstore that really helps. There it is. It's a L'Oreal BB cream in a green color, and it's really creamy and light, more like a lotion. But this is the first time I've applied it like that on my hand, but I just kind of liked having that palette like that. My chin is really red. I think it's because it's just a pointy chin that, I don't know, the skin over it is red. But this stuff really helps, and this is the most I've ever applied of this green. Like I said, it's more like a lotion, but it really helps with all of that radiation damage on my neck and along my chin and cheeks, lower cheeks. And I even thought, let me apply it in the corners of my nose, and it worked there too. So discoveries today for color correcting. Yay. I'm just going to take a brush that I haven't used in a while from my, I think it's the Elf line of brushes, and just blend it in. Look at there. Wow. Wow. So that's the first step in applying a full face if you want to color correct. Just wipe it off with my microfiber cloth, and that's that.